Lisa asks here, for about the last 6 months, I've felt a big decrease in motivation and drive to accomplish things. This is very different than I've been most of my life, but feels very natural. Can you say anything about this? Yeah. So one thing we can contemplate is what was the underlying motivating factors and drive to accomplish things. For many of us, I mean, just a general example, it could be just because we thought if I accomplish something, then my dad will say, "Hey, son, I'm proud of you." And that's what we were looking for because we felt unfulfilled and wounded by that. And when we address that wound or that wound gets addressed and healed through our spiritual process, where we realize that we are fulfilled from within, that our worth isn't based on what somebody else has to say to us or what society says or what mom or dad say in a sense, then that motivation can fall away and we're no longer driven by our wounds. And that's why it can feel very natural to be at peace and not having these like insecurities driving us and motivating us. Um, just a general example. Also, if we go even further, there's this idea, I mean, it's the truth of, the ego wants fulfillment in the future. If I go and out and get this, I will get success, I'll feel happy, I'll make it. Eventually, we realize that that is just never going to happen. We can never make it. The ego will never be fully satisfied. Its nature is to constantly chase something in the future that we can never actually get to. And so when we realize that, then naturally the factors that drove us fall away. This hungry ego begins to just stop driving us. It can be a little scary at times because we can feel kind of like we're in limbo. Well, what motivates us now? What do we do here? I've realized that, I'm already fulfilled. I'm already at peace. I can, be content with this moment. So then what's the point of doing anything? And this can bring about a little bit of a concern. So during this phase, where the motivation of ego falls away, we kind of just rest and relax, rest deeply in this place for the first time, perhaps in many lifetimes, where you can just really rest in a state of peace, not being driven by some wounds or some incomplete feeling of, unworthiness and whatnot. Rest here for a little bit. Like really just land here and just be at peace. From there, what tends to happen is then we get inspired, not motivated, not driven, but inspired. Inspired to do something, whether that is some form of service, some form of creative project, something begins to move through us to inspire us to then take action, but that action is coming from a new place. Now we're not doing things because we want fulfillment in the future or we want, dad to say, "Hey, I'm proud of you." Now we're doing things because we enjoy the process because it feels good to be alive and do these things. Then it's very exciting, very enjoyable. And in fact, then what happens is the inspiration from source, from God, begins to actually be the force that motivates us. And then like we're working very efficiently. It's very inefficient to work or to get things done when you're motivated by some sort of wound. But to have inspiration motivate you, then miracles begin to happen. The flow begins to really support you. Synchronicity begins to support you, and you can do very, very incredible things. Genius ideas come and mountains move to support you and the right people and resources and energy stuff like that starts to show up to support you. But during the time where you just feel somewhat at ease, just rest here. Some new movements will come to inspire you. Yeah, and this is sort of what took place for me. It continues to unfold, definitely, but very scary in the beginning, is especially when I realized like um, what I thought I was here to do, I realized I'm not. So like, what am I here to do? But eventually, like I said, the inspiration will come. Inspiration will come. Yeah, enjoying the process without attachment to the outcome of how things go.